Welcome to the Kline May Realty Showcase. My name is Gwendolyn Varone and I'm with the Waynesboro office. If you see a home for sale that you're interested in, please give one of our offices a call. We want to thank our sponsors and please enjoy the show.
Well, hey, Josh and Chad, thanks so much for having us here today at Blue Ribbon Nursery and Landscaping in your magnificent Christmas center here. Gosh, how can you walk in here and not have the Christmas spirit?
We love Christmas.
Some of us love it more than others.
That'd be me.
Well, it definitely shows, and it's so exciting for us to have a shop like this here in Broadway and in our hometown community. So tell us a little bit about how the Christmas shop was born.
Well, it was born out of Chad's obsession over Christmas, number one, but we needed something else. When we started the business, it was mainly landscaping, mainly selling plants. We needed something else to get us, once people stopped planting, to get us through the winter time. And then Father Christmas over here just put his magic on things, and this is what happens.
All right, well, Chad, tell us a little bit about your obsession with Christmas.
Well, I think Josh told me this morning, the first Christmas shop we had was 2008, right?
Correct.
So the first Christmas shop we had, I've always loved Christmas, even as a kid, like just the nostalgia, the movies, all the classics, like growing up with and seeing those things. I thought, why not have a Christmas shop here at the nursery where people could come in, buy ornaments, and all the designs here are all made here, the arrangements, the wreaths, and I thought people could love to do that at Christmas time, just come in and check everything out.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about where the ideas come from each tree, because everyone has a theme. So is that something that comes from here, or where did
it comes from here.
Seriously, I have no logic. When I order, I try to remember what sells good or what a lot of people really buy each year. We've tried hundreds of themes over the years, but then I try to stick to stuff that sells, and then I'm like, once everything comes, I kind of just clump it all together and like, oh, those will look good on this tree. We do religious trees and snowman trees and Santa trees, but it's really sporadic, and just if you see the chaos, it's just me throwing everything together, and I sit it by a tree and I'm like, here's what's in my head, now put it together.
Well, your chaos turns into something beautiful because, frankly, in my opinion, this is just the most beautiful Christmas shop in all of the Valley. So, Chad, tell us a little bit about your all's community work and kind of what you do here in Broadway.
We love giving back to the community. We try to give back to all the schools, the churches, nonprofits, just because I feel like all business owners in small towns should do that. That's what they should do. If you have those folks coming in shopping at your place and your establishment, you should try to give back to them. And that's what we've tried to do over the years and will continue to do going forward in the years we're here. But it's really important to Josh and I both.
We feel like that if they support us, we should support them, and we hope that we build relationships with people. It's all part of the community, everyone helping each other out, and obviously we are big proponents of shopping local.
Yes.
So.
Well, guys, thanks again for having us here today. Kline May Realty loves sponsoring local businesses, just like you all do the same. And I'm just so glad to have had the opportunity to come in today and see this beautiful Christmas shop. And I encourage everybody else out there to do the same thing.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you guys coming.
Absolutely.
Life's next steps begin with a mortgage from DuPont Community Credit Union. Whether you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, DCCU has fixed and adjustable rate mortgage options, with mortgage advisors ready to help find the best option for your family. And now with our new 5/5 adjustable rate mortgage, you can receive the benefits of an adjustable rate loan with an initial rate for the first 5 years. Take the next step in your home buying journey today at mydccu.com.
Hi, my name is John Doughty. I'm with Kline Realty, Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I'm here with my wife, Lana.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lana Doughty. I am with Kline Realty.
We're here at Wildwood Park, beautiful Wildwood Park, Bridgewater, Virginia. Lana, we've lived here for 25, 30 years. What do you like the best about living in Bridgewater, Virginia?
It's a good place to raise a family. It is a good place for the children to get a good education, play sports, and yet in the same town, you have opportunities to further your education with Bridgewater College. Of course, this is called the retirement mecca of Virginia. So we have a hybrid population.
It's a small town. You know, there's so many good things. I don't know where to begin. Look at the beautiful foliage. The leaves are turning. It's autumn, just nestled in the foothills of the Shenandoah Valley. And then I think about the people. The most friendly people in the world and the sense of community that they have. All of these things come together when I think of Bridgewater, Virginia.
We have a movie theater in Bridgewater. We have an ice skating rink.
Site Center, yeah, Generations
We
Park.
have a golf course.
Sandy Bottom.
Yeah, a lot of things to do just to have a good time with family and friends.
I mean, it has everything to offer, and we're just so glad to be a part of the community and the economy, selling property. Actually, we have a new office here in Bridgewater, the Kline Bridgewater office, South Main Street.
So it always has been a small town, and even though the town has grown some, it has not lost that feel of a small community.
Yeah, small town atmosphere. There's just so many things. What can we say? It's a great community in which to live.
We all want to give our kids the best of everything, the best nutrition, the best education, and the best place to grow up, even the air they breathe. Lennox strives to provide the best air quality for your family's home, free of indoor air pollutants.
At Landis Heating and Air Conditioning, they can install a Lennox customized comfort system in your home. Let Landis sweat the details so you can relax in comfort. Call my friends at Landis Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Hi, I'm Karl Weizacker, Principal Broker at Kline Realty. Thank you for joining me for Q&A with Kline May. Today our question is, what is a buyer agency agreement? There's been a lot of talk in the news recently about buyer's agents and what do they do and how are they compensated. And in Virginia, since 2012, there has been a law that says real estate agents who are working with clients and who get to the point where they're having substantive discussions. So we're talking about things that would require my opinion or my advice or my expertise, not just facts and figures that you could find in advertising. At that point, we need to sign a written agreement that defines our relationship between the agent and the buyer. And in a real estate transaction, really there are three contracts to think about. So the buyer and their agent have a contract, the seller and their agent have a contract, we call that the listing agreement, and then of course the buyer and the seller, when they come to terms, they have a written contract. So what we're talking about today is the buyer's contract. And that's a simple, fairly simple agreement between the buyer and the firm that's going to represent them that defines a few things. What's the term of our agreement? What type of property are we looking for? What are the buyer's duties? What are the buyer's agent's duties? And how's the buyer's agent going to be compensated? And so when you sit down and talk with your agent about those things, you both walk away with a good understanding of what your relationship is going to look like, and you have good, reasonable expectations of each other. All of this evolved. If you've seen our most recent episode, I was talking about a time when there really wasn't buyer agency and listing agents would show prospective buyers their own listings. And so in that kind of situation, for example, if I'm the agent and you come to me to see some houses and I show you my own listings and only my own listings, I'm looking out for the best interest of the seller. Even though we may spend the day driving around and develop some rapport and we're talking about our families, my job is to get the best deal for the seller. And a lot of buyers didn't understand that and were very upset to find out later on down the road that that agent that they thought was working for them was actually working against them, meaning anytime they mentioned to that agent, oh, this is the perfect house for us, we'd pay anything for it, it was that agent's duty to relay that information to their seller. So that's why buyer agency developed. When we sign this buyer agency agreement, now we're committing in writing to each other that you, the buyer, are going to work with me and only with me, and I'm going to be looking out for your best interests, not my own, and certainly not the seller's. So if you're looking for a house and you're working with an agent and you have gotten to the point where you're having some good discussions, you need to sign that written contract and be sure you're both aware of what your relationship is going to look like. Our coffee today is from a company I haven't tried before. It's called Fire Department Coffee. Similar to the Black Rifle we tried last week, this is a company that gives part of their proceeds from all of their sales to local fire departments and first responders. And this is their medium roast. That's pretty good. It tastes more like a light roast to me. It's a very, very light kind of taste, but really good. Would be a good breakfast cup of coffee. If you've got a coffee that's your favorite and you'd like me to try here, or you've got a real estate question for me, please send that to questions@KlineMay.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas! I'm Karen Carpenter-Tasty with Kline Realty. We're down at the Staunton Innovation Hub tonight for the Staunton Christmas Parade. This year we're serving hot chocolate and it has been so much fun. We have had a lot of people coming down for the parade that are walking through, and we're serving out outside, but it's also a place for people to walk in and get warm because it's really cold outside tonight. So for us this year, our Augusta County office, we always love being out in the community and doing things, and so this was our way to still get our name out, but to be able to be in the community and do something that doesn't normally happen downtown. So this year we had over, I think it was 16 or 18 agents to show up to help down here. So we're making hot chocolate, we're serving hot chocolate, they're out pulling it on wagons and delivering it to the crowd. I mean, it's just been so much fun. The agents love to come out, and of course this year we have t-shirts that were done by one of the agents in the office, so we just love the camaraderie, like being out in the community. I'm always so very grateful for this team to come together and be out in the community. Our team would just like to wish you a Merry Christmas.
We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our sponsors, and we hope to see you again next week.